Hello and welcome to my creative space. Thank you so much for being here with me. Welcome to another DIY video. If you're not already, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining my creative squad. For today's video is actually a very exciting one because this is actually my first collab. I am participating on a challenge that is hosted by two very creative ladies, Shayna from RobinsonRepurposing and Savannah from SavvyCraftswithSavannah. The challenge is a thrift flip $10 challenge and consists on only having a $10 budget to buy any item or items to flip. Check out Shayna's and Savannah's videos. The links are on my description box. I can't wait to show you what I found and what I created. So let's get started. For thrift flip number 1, I am taking this little cute house that I found and it cost me $1.99. I felt like it's not worth $1.99, but I ended up paying it because I guess I need it and I had a vision for this. So I am taking this little house and of course removing the little angel that I am not gonna need. The little birdie, I will need it later, and right now I'm just gonna remove the nails that were holding the bird. And once I am done doing that, I am going to take this house, and first I was trying to sand it down with this sponge, but the paint, it had a very thick layer of it, so I ended up taking it outside and sanding it with my husband's sanding machine or whatever, and this is what it looked like once it was all sanded down. I also end up removing the siding of the house, and now I'm gonna take some tape and I am going to put it on the edges because I don't want any paint on this because this will get stained later. So I am adding this tape because this little house, the inside of this little house is going to be painted white, and I'm gonna take my acrylic white paint just to paint the inside because it's blue and that's not the colors I am going for right now. So I'm just gonna paint the inside. I am also going to be taking the siding of this house and painting this white, and I didn't show this on camera, but I end up painting the birdie white as well. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna do for now, just paint the siding and the little birdie white. Once I am done doing that, I am removing the tape off of the little house, and as you can see, I still got some paint on there, but I just wipe it off and it's totally fine. Now it's time to take my wood stain, and I am going to be staining the outside of this house, and I am in love of how this is looking already. You will see how wonderful this house turns out. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna do, staining my little house. This is what my little house is looking like, and I'm loving it already. Now I decided to create a mini wreath, and so I had this greenery that I purchased from Walmart a while ago, and I took a piece of this rope and basically I'm going to glue the greenery on this. I think every house needs a wreath and this house is not the exception, so here I am creating the mini wreath. Once I completed the wreath, I glue it down onto my little house, and I didn't show this on the video. I thought I recorded it, but I guess I didn't. I end up gluing the little birdie as well. And now let's remember what the house used to look like. And here is the end result. I'm in love with this little house. I love how this turned out. I love the colors. I love everything. Thrift flip number 1 done. For thrift flip number 2, I found this beautiful vase and it only cost me $2.92. I love this vase as it is, but it does not go with the decor I have going on, so that's why I thought it was the perfect thrift flip item. Okay, so I am mixing the acrylic paint with the baking soda. Yes, we've all seen it, the trending DIY baking soda textured vases, so that is what I'm doing here. And so I just mixed the color I wanted, and I will leave the information on this color in the description box. But basically, once I have my mixture, I just applied it onto my vase, and because this is a lighter color, I do end up giving my vase a couple of layers of this But let me tell you, I was so happy with how this ends up looking that I might be buying more if I can find any more, and doing this because it looks amazing and really high end. Okay, as you can see, I wasn't sure if I wanted to paint the bottom yet. I hadn't decided what I wanted to do with that. I did have a plan, but I wasn't sure if I was gonna go with it or not. But the more I looked at it, the more I was doubting if I should do it. But anyway, so this is what the vase is looking like. It's looking really, really pretty. I love this color, and here I am. I finally went in and decided to paint the bottom of this vase, and it is going to be switched to a different color as well, but I thought I would go in with this color as a base for my next color. Here is the next color that will be used, and I will leave the info on this color in the description box as well, and I will do the exact same mixture with the baking soda. Okay, now I'm taking tape and I am going to be taping the vase to mark exactly where I'm going to be painting with this color, and it's a really good old technique. But anyway, here is the color that is going to go at the bottom, and I think it's a great combination of colors. I've seen it in other vases, and I was so happy that I decided to go in with this color. And as you can see, this vase has those indentions, and I just think it goes really, really good, and I love how this is looking. Once I was done painting my vase, I removed the tape, and as you can see, it's not perfect, but it's okay. I still love it. And now I am going to do splashing motions with this brush, and it took a little bit of work because I feel like the end of the brush needed to be a little bit more stiff, but it ends up working anyway. But if you're doing this, I would suggest you find a stiffer brush. So yeah, this is basically all that I did with this vase, and this is what my vase used to look like, and here is what I did with it, and I am so happy on how this vase is looking. I am totally loving it. For thrift flip number 3, I found this really beautiful tray. I love everything about this, but it is missing the middle. So here is where my creativity comes in. I will be taking some popsicle sticks, and I am going to be using that to create the bottom of this tray. Now I'm just flipping it over to mark exactly where I need to cut on these popsicle sticks. And once I have that first one cut out, I am going to proceed to cut the remainder of them until I fill the whole bottom of this. Once I have my popsicle sticks ready to go, I'm taking this wood stain, and I will be staining my little popsicle sticks with a brush, and also wiping off some of this stain with a napkin. And let me tell you, I really, really love this color. I will leave the information in the description box just in case anybody's interested in the color. But yeah, so all I'm gonna do is stain my popsicle sticks. And now it is time to move on to the tray, the star of this show. And let me tell you, I was doubting on whether or not I should paint this, but let me tell you, I do not regret it because this ends up looking amazing. So I just took my white matte acrylic paint and I just painted my little tray, and I love this. I love how this is looking. You will see how this turns out. I do go in with a second layer of paint because I still felt like I needed a little bit more of white, so I go back and do a second layer. But this is what my tray is looking like. I think it's looking amazing. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you would have done something else with this. And now it's time to give this tray life, and I am going to start gluing my popsicle sticks down. That is going to be the bottom of my tray, and I think this was a great idea. I love how this is looking, and the color white with this specific color brown, I am in love with. And now, before I showed you the end result, let's take a look at what this tray used to look like. And here is the end result. I am in love with this little tray. Here is how I style my little tray. I really love this. It's one of my favorites. I am so happy I did it. For thrift flip number 4, I found this really cute basket, but it has snowman, and I would like to transform this into something I could use all year round. What a perfect item. Okay, so I am going to start by removing the wire handle, and I will put that to the side for the future maybe. Okay, now I am going to take a ruler and a pencil, and I'm trying to find the middle of this because I am going to be trimming down these snowmen. Sorry, snowmans, you are so cute, but I don't really need you, so I'm trying to get rid of you. Okay, now I am going to basically create a triangle on both sides. So I am marking exactly where I need to cut. And here is exactly where I'm going to be cutting. I traced it, and now I'm going to be taking this outside, and I am going to be cutting this off with a hacksaw. And let me tell you, do not tell me that crafting is not a workout, because the very next day I woke up so sore from using this. So these are my workouts for the day. Don't try to tell me otherwise. But anyway, so once I am done, this is what the basket is looking like. Bye bye snowman. And now I'm gonna grab my husband's sanding machine, and I am going to be sanding the outside of this basket and part of the inside as well. Once I take it inside, I also grab this wooden rod that I had laying around, and I am going to be cutting this off because this will be my new handle. Now I am going to grab my wooden stain, and I will be staining my basket with this color, and I am going to be leaving the inside alone for now. So only the outside of this basket will get stained. Now for the inside of this basket, I will be painting it white. One, because I could not get rid of the paint inside, and it was kind of hard to get in there and remove all the paint, so I decided to leave it white. But I am happy I did, because the contrast with the white and the brown stain pops out even more. So here I am just taking a smaller brush to paint the edges to make sure that I don't paint where I already stain, and that's all I'm gonna do for now. And now it's time to mark exactly where my handle is going to be sitting. So I grab a pencil and I mark where I want this to be sitting, and then I also take my ruler to make sure that both sides are going to be even. So yeah, let's make sure that this handle is not crooked. And now I'm gonna grab my husband's drill, and I will be drilling exactly where I marked, because this is where my handle is going to sit. And now we are almost done. I am so happy, yay. Okay, now all that's left is snapping this handle in there, and it was really easy to do. And now the moment of truth. Here is the original item, and this is what I turned it into, and I am so happy of how this basket turned out. I really had a lot of fun doing this thrift flip challenge. Let me know in the comments down below which one was your favorite item. Also, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on my next DIY. Bye!